Good evening, everyone. I hope everybody's doing well tonight. This is going to be like a little part 3 of the video I just posted about the Congress meeting on all of the food and additives and everything. I did one that was called Go Krogering. There's 2 videos. There's one showing the Kroger sign with the gas prices on it. That's not it. So it's back. It's got the Kroger store front on it. So whatever it is, it's 4 or 5 back, whatever. But I got that. I did that inside the store where all the meats are out, laying side by side. Beef patties and steaks or whatever you're there. Mostly the beef patties, and the Kentucky Legends brand, which is produced off of a farm here off between Louisville and Lexington, Kentucky. So I don't know what Kroger, if all Krogers carry the Kentucky Legends. I know some of the Walmarts and I think Sam's does, but Kentucky Legends is from right here. If I was going to buy anything personally myself out of a store, that's what I'm going to buy, is Kentucky Legends. They cannot have it in their wrapper unless it is produced at that very place. And it is actual meat. If you buy that, 1 pound of that, whether it's the square or the round, in the Kentucky Legends burger, and then you buy the same in the other one, the cooking difference of it, you'll see. You'll have grease out of the Kentucky Legends. The other one would be a pan full of gray or brown water, you want to call it. I mean, it'll almost be covering up the meat. It'll be so much of it. Feel it in your fingers. It's like water. So you tell me if that's good for you. I know it's not. So, but I just wanted to make this one and let everybody know that this is like the 3rd part of it. But the video, second video, I did it on my phone. Probably should have done it on my home computer, but I don't like to do a lot of reaction videos. A lot of people do them, and that's great because some of them are really good. I'll watch them. Some of them are really good. Some of them are not my thing, but some of them are really, really good. And people put a lot of time and to editing and everything on them, and it's a job. It really is. It takes a while to do it, especially when you're doing it yourself. You're not paying somebody to do it. It takes a minute, and there's a lot of, if you've done it yourself, you know what I'm talking about. But I just want to do this one real quick and put it out there, and do this one and just kind of move on with that. But that one will kind of tell you. The first one will tell you what it is in the store. The second one's going to tell you what they have to say in Congress about it and where it's coming from, to back up what I stated in a prior video before this video was ever made. That most of our beef comes from freaking Argentina and I believe Austria. Argentina more than any place else, I think. So it sits on a ship for 7 days. Time you get it to your table, it's probably at least 15 days old. At least 15. Because that's why they run it back through and regrind, so they can make it look nice and pretty in the package, or they patty them out with the pattier. But you can see how red they are. The dye in them is unbelievable. And I will tell you something. In last video, I said Kroger, but I meant Walmart. I know a guy's been working at Walmart he's probably getting ready to retire. It's been over 30 years. And he worked in the meat for a while. He said they dye everything. They inject the steaks, everything. Every bit of the meat comes from Walmart's, Sam's Club. It's all done that way. The dye is used all the time because of the fact that the meat is done turned brown. I mean, you age meat. I age meat. And I can run a 30-day aging process in the right scenario in the right time of year to where you don't kill yourself with it. And it'll be dark. It'll be as black as your phone, and where it's supposed to be red, until you make that first cut. And then it'll open back up to redness. But the carbon dioxide is what happens when the red's gone. It's lost the carbon dioxide, all the carbon dioxide out of it. And that's what they're trying to replace with it. One, just don't have your meat be so daggone old. And the reason why they do it, most I've ever got for a pound of meat, I've said this in the other video, the most I've ever gotten for a pound, it's a couple of videos back, I had a black shirt on, is, I think, $4.92 or $4.94. That's as much as I've ever gotten out of a pound of beef for steer that I've sold, ever. And you see what it is. Now that's for a whole steer. It don't section out into steaks and all that. You sell a beef, you sell it for one price. And you're getting the price, though, for your meat standing up. So what I mean by that is that whatever it weighs in the stockyards or whatever, that's what you're getting paid for. And so when you debone and their hide, but they sell that. They get a lot of money out of bone marrow. It's a very, very high and rich. It's good for you. Even the caveman ate that stuff. That they didn't even know it was better for you. It cures a lot of things, man. Fresh bone marrow is good for you. I'm not going to eat it, but still, it is good for you. But I will tell you that we guess that's the way the beef's processed in payment wise. So, but they use everything, that even their skin, they sell that out to leather makers and stuff like that. So, especially steer hide, because it makes really good leather. If you a person that uses any kind of leather product, no matter what it is, a purse for a lady, or a wallet, or a holster for a firearm, you want to get steer. Not bull, steer hide. The best is buffalo. A buffalo leather belt, shoes, anything. Best you'll ever buy. It beats any kind of cattle hide. But I will tell you this, folks, whoever's making the money, from me, from $4.90 something a pound to $20 or $25 a pound, but that's only meat, so that is a difference. But somebody's making, you're talking about thousands of tons, hundreds of thousands of tons, and over there where they're buying it, they pay like 49 to 50 cents a pound. And then they bring it back here and sell it for what they sell it for. But I know there's transportation costs. I don't even know why they do it. Because you could buy meat right here. Right here. Midwest, Texas, anywhere. That's cattle's produced right here in the United States. That would be so much healthier. Wouldn't have to transport it. It could be in your store in 2 days. I don't get it. But everything's shipped in. Anything we get, you get, is from some other country. when we probably got, except for some of our vegetables that are grown some places that's subtropical. I mean, we do get stuff from Florida for oranges and, grapes and California and stuff like that. But I'm just saying that the cattle thing can be solved. Our meat problem could be solved right here. You could buy it from right here in our own country, and it would cure a lot of illnesses that are happening. Our bodies can only filter out so much stuff until you just can't filter it out no more. And that goes with anything we eat, drink, or whatever. So mostly all of us know that by just living. You're going to know that. But, folks, I really appreciate it if you watched any of them, or if you watched all three of them. I really appreciate it, because all I'm doing is just trying to help people. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to stick some things on here to help people to make decisions when they're buying something, to know they have a little more logic to what they're buying. I have nothing to gain from this. I'm not monetized anything on my videos. I don't have enough watch time or anything like that to be monetized. I'm doing this all because I just want people to be more aware, to be more healthy, and to feed yourself and your children and family, and be more healthier and more mindful of what you're buying in a store. If anything, I've got any kind of knowledge that I can get, I'll pass it on. I think it's just the way things should be. But if I could produce enough for everybody to eat and eat healthy, I surely would, because it would certainly make things a lot better. The obesity problem we have in this world in this country, compared to, you look back at pictures 25 and 30 years ago, hardly nobody was obese. Hardly nobody. Because they weren't taking all the sugars and all the bad stuff and chemicals that we're taking in. And that's why it's so hard to lose. It's not just the sugar, it's chemicals. Because we have, even though they won a multi-billion-dollar lawsuit, paraquat is still in all of our stuff. And that's the leading cause of Parkinson's and Alzheimer's. The very, very leading cause of those two things. I know that. And cancer. Because when my brother died of cancer, my mom and dad both had 2 different forms of dementia and Alzheimer's. So I know. My dad was a farmer. I'm sure he took no telling how much paraquat through years and years. Even my mother. Because my mother would be out there with a sprayer, mixed that stuff up and was spraying weeds and stuff. I tried to tell her over and over and over and over and over. I mean, I've used it, but when I'm on the farm using it, I've got on a respirator, goggles, stuff on my hands. You don't want to get it in any opening on you, a cut. You might as well lick it, because it goes in a cut, same thing. But folks, be mindful of it and all the chemicals, because I know we can't help it a lot of times, but this guy has got a kitten on his shoulder that just passed by me. I wish you could see this guy. He's walking right there. See that kitten on the back of his neck? It was in the store, in the grocery store, folks. Hey, I get service dogs. I get all of that. I get it. And that's fine. But when you got cats and dogs, and you set them down on top of the food, the cats, I've seen it. And dogs walking around, licking themselves and all over everything, and hiking their leg and peeing on stuff in the store. Come on. No way, dude. No way. No way would I allow it. No. If that dog did not have some kind of a vest on or something saying that it was needed, you ain't just gonna walk in with your dog, because we're not in PetSmart or something. You're in a grocery store where people eat food. That's a difference. No, 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 no. My dog, I have a dog in the house. Yes. But I clean up after that dog, and he certainly isn't around where I'm fixing my food or anything like that. Absolutely. And I've seen people be sitting there sharing an ice cream cone with their dog and lick it, and then the dog lick right the same place. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. My dog don't lick me in the mouth or in the face. No, absolutely not. He knows he better not. He's been taught that his whole life. And cats, I'm not a cat person, but that's why I don't eat at everybody's house. Because I've seen people cut vegetables up with a cat laying right next to them. Not this dude. Never. Never, 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 never. I've seen stuff that make me want to vomit. I've been in places that are horrible. Horrible. Look on the outside, you would think, nice place. You walk inside, and you're like, God, you can barely squeeze through places. And it's wretched stank. I don't know how I got off on that, but anyway, thank you for watching the videos. The cat thing right there just tripped me out. That kid's been in there walking around with that cat on his shoulder in the grocery store. You can't make this stupid things up, man. This is crazy. All the people trying to make pets out of freaking alligators and wanting bears. These are wild animals, folks. They will kill you. If anybody's seen the video of the guy that got slung by the bison, you better leave them alone. All this stuff's fixed to start going into breeding season next month. Elk and all this. You better leave them alone, because they'll kill you. You get around my bull when he's in with cattle that's breeding time, he's sketchy. And I can do anything I want with him because I raised him from a bottle. But I'm going to tell you something. Leave that wild animals alone, man. Leave them wild, because they can turn on you at any given second in the middle of the night, and you would never even know it anymore. Somebody just find you, or what's left. Be careful, folks. Be careful with your food. Be careful with your animals. Thank you for watching. God bless. Take care.